Hey everybody, welcome to The Warp. I'm Jack Rita, and I'm going through the alphabet and trying to decide what I think is the best alien in Cosmic Encounter that starts with a certain letter. And we're on letter H in this video. And this was not an easy one. There was not a big obvious choice for the best alien that starts with the letter H. So there was Hate, which is pretty powerful, but it's only once on your turn. There's Healer, which can get you some cards, but you're getting other people's ships out of the warp, which is not necessarily great for you. Hypochondriac, which is kind of weird. So I went with Hunger. Now, this is an alien from Cosmic Eons, and what's kind of interesting about it was not an alien that was part of the development for most of the development. It was a last-minute addition, mostly based on the artwork in some ways. I'm not sure, or it was the other way around. We had this artwork, we had to figure out what to do with it. It was not one of those situations. And it's kind of a vanilla alien, but it's a good effect. So let's take a look at what Hunger does, and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of why I think it's the best H alien. So it's the power of extra helpings, which is not the most elegant, but at the start of your turn, use this power to take one card at random from each other player's hand. Now that's a pretty big deal, especially in a higher player count game. You're just at the start of your turn, you're getting a card from everybody at random. But then at the start of each other player's turn, use this power to take a card at random from that player's hand. So you're getting a double dipping. You are getting extra helpings. So maybe that is the best thing on there. So, by the time we had Cosmic Eons out there, which was the 6th expansion, I know from my perspective, especially having just gotten finished with being a designer on Cosmic Dominion, where myself and Jefferson Crow and Bill Martinson, who were all the designers on that expansion, we had said, there's a lot of aliens that get cards. And so we were not anxious to add more of those in there. And that sentiment carried over to Eons, which was largely driven by the designs of Bill Eberly and Peter Alaka. But there was some adjustment that needed to be done because that expansion had been rejected by Fantasy Flight twice before we were brought in to see if we could help them, as I say, get it over the finish line. And nevertheless, here we have an alien that is all about just getting more cards. Another one in there. And to be fair, it's not a terribly original idea. I mean, it's very straightforward. It's a little bit obvious. But, maybe that's what makes it great, is that it took 6 expansions and 40 years of Cosmic Encounter to get this alien. So this is an effect. I mean, if you're talking about Healer, oh yeah, you're getting a card. Well, Hunger's getting a card every turn, and on Hunger's turn, several cards. And these are cards at random, so they're not from the deck. The other player knows that you've taken that card, but you're potentially weakening another player in addition to enriching yourself. Maybe you're taking away a card that they didn't want, so that's fine. Hunger is probably not going to be drawing new hands very often, so this is an alien where you're like, all right, I'm going to stock up on cards and make the most of it. The artwork, it's okay. Like I said, I can't fully remember. I knew there was some issue, and that's why Hunger was a late addition. It was just we needed something that didn't really need to be play tested a lot. It needed to be an effect that was very clear cut. We were also looking for some more green alert aliens. So these were all factors to why Hunger was designed and added to Cosmic Eons. Most of the other aliens in that expansion are very out there concepts, which is really the theme of that expansion. It was originally designed to be one that breaks the game utterly in as many different ways as possible. And there's a lot more about that, which I won't get into here. But this one is definitely the outlier. It did not fit into that mold at all. But that was an expansion that was in development for a long time. Fantasy Flight was like, let's go, get it done, turn it in, or we're just not going to publish it. So we came up with this, and off it went. And it ends up being, I think, the best H alien. There really isn't anything in the H lane of aliens that I think is better than Hunger. But let me know. Tell me in the comments, do you think there's a better alien than hunger that starts with the letter H in the Fantasy Flight edition of Cosmic Encounter, and make your case. I definitely, I don't want to say I struggled with this, but I went back and forth, and I was reading through different aliens and looking at them and saying, all right, I was like, hunger, okay. But I was like, but hunger? No. What else do we got on here? And I was like, is hate better than hunger? I don't know. Healer, is hacker better than hunger? Not really. You're losing your encounters. So yeah, it's got to be hunger. Hunger is not giving anything up other than the ability to easily get a new hand. But if you're fine with that, start of your turn, you're getting 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 cards. Woo, that's almost an entire hand. And then go through your turn, you're going to get another card at the start of the next player's turn, and on and on and on until it gets back around to you. So I think that's the best one. So there you have it. That's it for this one, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.